a strange and curious situation. Have you ever wondered what your cat might think when it sees a cake shaped exactly like itself? Would your cat recognize the shape? Or would it simply see it as an unfamiliar object in its environment? What happens when you bring a realistic cat-shaped cake and place it right in front of your pet? Would your cat become curious, confused, or even slightly cautious about this strange situation? And what if you suddenly start cutting into that cake while your cat is watching closely nearby? Could your cat interpret this as something threatening or dangerous in its territory? Cats rely heavily on visual cues and movement to understand what is happening around them. An object that looks like a cat but behaves differently may create confusion for them. Understanding how cats perceive shapes and actions can help explain their reactions clearly. This unusual scenario reveals interesting details about feline instincts and perception. Let's explore what really happens when your cat witnesses something like this for the first time. The reaction may surprise you more than you expect. Cats do not recognize objects like humans do. Cats do not interpret objects the same way humans do when looking at shapes and details. While humans can recognize a cake shaped like a cat instantly, cats rely on different cues. They focus more on movement, scent, and behavior, rather than visual resemblance alone. A cat-shaped cake may not immediately register as another cat to your pet. Instead, your cat may simply see it as a strange and unfamiliar object. Without movement or scent, the cake lacks key characteristics of a real animal. Cats often ignore objects that do not behave like living creatures in their environment. However, the shape alone may still trigger a moment of curiosity or hesitation. Some cats may approach slowly to investigate what the object actually is. Others may remain cautious until they gather enough information through observation. This difference in perception explains why reactions vary from one cat to another. To your cat, the cake is not another cat, but something unknown. Initial curiosity and investigation. When first encountering the cake, most cats will approach it carefully and slowly. They may lower their body slightly while observing the object from a safe distance. Curiosity drives them to investigate anything new that appears in their territory. The cat will likely rely on smell as its primary tool for understanding the object. Sniffing helps them determine whether the object is safe or worth interacting with. If the scent does not match anything familiar, the cat may hesitate briefly. Some cats may gently touch the cake with their paw to test it. Others may circle around it while maintaining a cautious distance. This investigative behavior is completely natural for curious animals. Cats prefer to gather information before making decisions about new objects. Their reaction at this stage is usually calm but attentive. They are simply trying to understand what they are looking at. Reaction. When you start cutting the cake. The moment you begin cutting into the cake, your cat may react differently. Sudden movement often captures a cat's attention immediately. The motion of the knife and the change in the object may appear unusual. Your cat may become more alert and focus intensely on what you are doing. Some cats may step back slightly as a precaution when movement increases. Others may simply watch closely without showing any signs of fear. The cutting action may look strange because the object changes shape suddenly. However, cats do not associate this with harm in the same way humans do. They do not interpret the situation as another cat being hurt. Instead, they see an object being altered in an unfamiliar way. This may increase curiosity rather than trigger fear. The reaction depends on the individual cat's personality and sensitivity. Why some cats seem confused or alarmed. In some cases, cats may appear confused or slightly alarmed during the situation. This usually happens when visual cues and expectations do not match their understanding. An object that resembles a cat but behaves differently creates mixed signals. Cats rely on consistency to interpret their environment correctly. When something looks familiar but acts unfamiliar, confusion naturally occurs. Some cats may freeze momentarily while trying to process the situation. Others may retreat to observe from a safer distance. This behavior is not fear of the cake itself, but uncertainty about the situation. Cats prefer predictable environments where they can anticipate outcomes easily. Unexpected changes can trigger cautious responses even without real danger. Over time, most cats will relax once they realize nothing harmful is happening. Their behavior gradually returns to normal after the confusion fades. The role of scent and reality check. Scent plays a crucial role in helping cats understand what something truly is. When the cat smells the cake, it quickly realizes it is not another animal. The scent of sugar and ingredients does not match any living creature. This helps the cat separate visual confusion from reality. Once scent confirms that the object is harmless, the cat relaxes. Many cats may lose interest completely after this realization. Others may remain curious but no longer feel cautious or alert. Scent provides clarity that visual appearance alone cannot offer. This is why cats rely more on smell than sight when evaluating objects. The mismatch between appearance and scent is resolved quickly through investigation. This process helps the cat regain confidence in its environment. In the end, scent confirms that there is no real threat. What you should know and do. If your cat reacts to a cat-shaped cake, there is no need to worry. This behavior is simply a natural response to something unfamiliar and unusual. Cats rely on instinct and observation rather than human-like interpretation of events. Allow your cat to investigate at its own pace without forcing interaction. Avoid sudden movements that could increase confusion or stress for your pet. Providing a calm environment helps your cat feel safe during new experiences. Understanding how your cat perceives the world helps reduce misunderstandings. These small moments reveal how differently animals interpret their surroundings. In the end, your cat is simply reacting based on instinct, curiosity, and scent. What seems strange to you is just another normal day in your cat's world. Respecting your cat's natural behavior helps build trust and comfort over time, and sometimes even a simple cake can become a fascinating moment of discovery.